on the Gold Coast, and it's raining, but it's still nice. I think about 21 degrees. And I'm going to talk about the topic today in a few seconds, just give everyone time to click in and log in and have a few views. But check out how beautiful the Gold Coast is today, even though it's raining. And there's my Ridge backpack right there. You can click like as much as you like. So there's a few of us, and they're running around like crazy. So thank you to whoever just clicked like. Look, everyone's there, they're all laughing. But it's a beautiful, beautiful, cloudy, rainy day on the Gold Coast. And today, oh look, Jenny wants to get in the video. There's Jenny. Crazy person. Hello, Jesse. Hello. Okay, today it is brought to you by, if anyone knows Starbucks or knows someone at Starbucks, today's brought to you by Starbucks. And a little bit of self-promotion with my real estate office Nat Group. Okay, let's get on to this topic because a few of you logged in now, and let's get on to it. So, don't spend a lot of, don't cling to a mistake just because you spent a long time doing it. A lot of us can basically relate to this in a few different ways, and it's either relationship-wise or business-wise, and this will lead you to a happier life. Basically, a lot of us can relate to it in a relationship sort of term because I think we've all gone through it. You've all had someone in your life, and because you've spent such a long time, I was talking to one of the girls here, because you spent such a long time with that person, and basically your life becomes theirs, right? So you spend a long time with them, your friends are basically the same network, and basically a big part of you is with that other person. So if something goes wrong and relationships fall apart for whatever reason, when that comes to a point where you have to make a decision, it's a big point to make. Like I was talking to one of the girls, you spent a long time of your life, a big part of your life, and you sort of feel lost. And if anyone's feeling, ever felt lost, click like or something or make a comment. And I'm sure this relates to every single person that, you lose a big part of your life and you think, oh geez, I'm now going to start all over again. My friends are all going to be different, and you cling to that mistake just because it's going to take so long to get over it. And emotionally, it's very hard and taxing. The other thing too is in business. So whether you're a salesperson or you've got your own business, sometimes you take on a client, and that client just causes nothing but drama, or is very hard or unrealistic, and because you spent so much time invested in that, you basically just cling on to that client hoping you're going to make that sale. And sometimes it's just best for your own health and your own sanity that you just have to let that go. Just because you spent a lot of time with that person or that client, it doesn't mean you have to stay there forever, and you just got to let it go and let someone else take over. The other thing in business too is a lot of us, now I've opened up and I maintained and invested in a lot of businesses, okay? I think at the moment I've got about 8 businesses that I'm invested in. And you've got to understand, if you're a business person and you're watching this, hey Duncan, how you doing? If you're a business person and you're watching this, basically 50% of businesses fail. So if you want to have a successful business, you might have to start 10 to have 5 successful businesses. It's just the way it goes. And you've got to understand, it's not an emotional thing. So if you start a business and it's something that you love, you don't do it because you love it. You do it because it's going to give you the lifestyle that you want. So you obviously love going to work, and it's you don't work a day in your life because you're doing something you love, but you're in business and you can't be emotional about it because it's there for you to make some money to support your lifestyle. So 50% of businesses will fail, and I've started businesses that haven't done well. You just got to basically cut, and I've kept them open for too long and made a loss. But you just got to basically cut the cord and just go, look, I've invested a lot of time, I've invested a lot of money, but this is going south, it needs to go. Hi Lisa. And I was talking to another guy, so I did an Audi R8 drive day, where we drove the Audi R8 through the mountains. A beautiful car. Audi R8's a beautiful car. I still love my Porsche though. Let me just take this hat off. That's a bit better. And I was talking to a guy there, and he's also invested in a couple of businesses, right? So he had a crepe business, a coffee business franchise. So these are a crepe franchise. Hey Georgia. A crepe franchise, a coffee franchise. They're all looking at me. Check it out. And he said one of them made a lot of money, and the other one was just losing money all the time. And he probably held on to it for a little bit too long. And while one made money, the other one lost it. So basically he balanced out and didn't really make a lot. And he understood when we're talking about this that he probably had to make the decision and cut the cord. And because he invested so much time and effort, he felt like he had to keep giving it another go. But sometimes just because you invest a lot of time making a mistake, don't cling to it. Happy Sunday. Hey, happy Sunday to you, Lisa. So if you want a bit of a happier life, that is my thing. Whether it's relationship, business, clients, health, like only recently have I started eating healthier, cutting out dairy, cutting out sugar. But just because for a long time I used to love that kind of food, it doesn't mean that you've got to do that to your body and keep eating that. You're just going to make a decision to cut it out and have a happier life. And also, you know, happier life, healthier life. And they all say the 4 things that everybody wants is health, wealth, love, and happiness. So if you can find 4 ways of doing that, or ways of doing those 4 things, health, wealth, love, and happiness, you're going to have an awesome life. That's my message for you guys. Thank you so much for watching, all of you that are there. And anyone that's just tuned in, please keep clicking like. And if you want, please share this around too. It'll be awesome. So anyone that tuned in looking earlier, Brenda, sugar and salt are evil, but really hard to give up. Yes. But I think, you know what? Triggers. I'll talk about that. Sugar and salt. Salt's probably something a little bit essential if you don't want cramps. Sugar is in everything. It's so hard to give up sugar, but you can minimize it. I used to love chocolates. I used to be a person that had 5 teaspoons of sugar in their tea like 10, 15 years ago. Now I've got none. And I still do love my chocolate, but it just makes a big difference. You know, if you want to lose weight, cut out sugar, dairy, and you're going to find a lot of weight comes off basically. And triggers, but that's something else. Something's got to trigger in your life if you want to start making a change. And that's either business, health, wealth, happiness, fitness, whatever. But that's a topic for another day. So anyone that just tuned in, we're talking about don't cling to a mistake if you spent a long time making it. If you have some stories you'd love to share, please share along. Everyone's got a relationship story. Even these guys, I've been talking to them about it. There's my bridge backpack, I'll walk backwards. Everyone's got a story about a relationship you've held on for too long, a business idea, one of your ideas, anything. A subject at school, that's another one actually. If you're at university studying a topic or a subject that you thought you liked and you wanted to do, and then all of a sudden you started doing it and you're like, this is not for me. And talking about that, I'll give you one more little example that I think I did on a video yesterday. And it's about someone that wanted to open up a business, and they wanted to own a restaurant. And he was talking to one of my mentors that I know, and the guy goes, have you ever worked in a restaurant? He goes, nah, but I really want to own one because, you know, it's such a great business and lifestyle. He goes, buddy, maybe you should work in a restaurant before you make a decision like that. So he goes, okay. So the guy went and worked in a restaurant and basically managed one of his friends. And then he had to put up with everything that goes wrong. Staff, complaints, food orders going out late, working late, washing dishes, dealing with stuff that didn't turn up, all stuff like that. So after doing that for about 3 or 4 months, he goes back to this mentor of mine. Hey Anna, how you doing from Melbourne? He goes back to this mentor of mine. He goes, man, I did this thing that you're talking about. I worked in a restaurant, and I'll tell you, after months of where staff don't turn up and I get complaints and things get sent back, and you've got to work after hours and long hours, and you've got to clean dishes, and it's not the life. He goes, I don't think I want to own a restaurant anymore. So you got to try things before you do it. And just because you know that's someone that saved themselves a big mistake by going and testing something out. So that's my message. In life, don't cling to a mistake just because you spent such a long time making it. If it's something that's not going your way, you'll be a lot happier just cutting the cord and moving on. And there is no such thing as failure. A lot of us are really scared of failure, right? So there's probably something else that you should think about. A lot of us are scared of failure. Is that someone saying hi? A lot of us are scared of failure because we think it's a bad thing. In school you're taught, you know, if you fail, it's bad. You fail a test, it's bad. Failure is not a bad thing. If you want to look at successful people, hey Attila, if you want to look at successful people in business and life have failed more than other people have even tried. So I can tell you, like, I would have failed 200 times, and I can easily count people that I know that haven't even failed at least 10 times. So if you want to succeed, you need to be prepared to fail and fail fast. But you need to get up and do it again. Hey Attila, how you going? Good morning. And the other secret is, you're going to fail regardless, right? So in life you're going to fail. It's not a bad thing. Please tell everybody that fails, and your kids and children, anyone you know, failing is not a bad thing. You just learn how something else doesn't work and you need to find another way. But you just got to fail faster. If you want to succeed, you need to fail faster. Understand you're going to fail. You need to learn what's going to come out from that. Basically, as long as you learn something from one of your mistakes or learn something from something that's happened in your life, good or bad, and you grow from it, that's all that matters. So failing is not a bad thing. Let's pass that along. So by failing, it means you don't be scared to make mistakes. You're going to make a mistake. Don't cling onto it. Learn from it. Breathe for about 6 seconds, or just, you know, think about it, and then move on. Move on to the next thing. And don't forget, If you're going to do business, 50% of businesses will fail. So you need to start 10 to have 5 successful. You need to start 2 to have 1 successful. Not every idea is a great idea at the time. All right, guys, I'm going to get back to this pack right here. But thank you so much for tuning in. Cara, good morning. Anna, Attila, everybody that's basically shown and come in and watched it. Please share this around, like it. That's the only way I can spread this video is if you guys like it, share it and comment on it. And I hope you're having a fantastic morning. And as usual, from the Gold Coast beach with these Ridgeback pack and my Sunday beach inspiration. Yes, please keep clicking like. I hope you guys have an amazing week and don't forget to keep being awesome. Talk to you next week.